First of all, I chose to be a United Methodist when I was in college. I chose this church because I believe in its potential. It wasn't that it was this amazing church as it stood, but its theology and its witness, I think, is powerful. I wanted to be a part of that, and I felt called when I joined the United Methodist Church to be a part of its renewal. Whatever, I know I was 18 years old, I didn't know what that meant. I just thought, in whatever ways I can, I want to be a part of helping strengthen this church. When we started Church of the Resurrection, that was a part of our mission was, okay, this isn't just about us. We could start a really big church, leave United Methodist off the name. In fact, I had people who said, let's just leave the denomination. We don't need the conflict. We can take our apportionment money. It's like $2.4 million a year we give in apportionments. We could take that and do amazing things with it. Let's just go do our own thing and not worry about all this. And I'm like, no. God called us to be a part of this family, this denomination, and to be a part of helping other churches. It's not about us. It's about how do we strengthen other churches? How do we encourage them? And in what ways can we play a leading role? And I felt like over the years, as our church got larger and larger, part of my feeling was that having been there 31 years and leading this large flock of wonderful people, that I can say things that a lot of pastors can't say without getting in really serious trouble. And even the things I've said there's been a cost to that. There are churches that won't read my books anymore. There are people who won't invite me to come speak. There are people who won't talk to me anymore. Not very many, but I don't know, maybe more than I know. But I thought, if I can't speak, then who will? And there are other people who will, but I've always been this church, I've been a pastor who's tried to stand in that bridge between the left and the right. I was on the cover of Good News Magazine years ago, as an example of great evangelism. And very little about my evangelism has changed since that time. And so trying to build bridges between the left and the right, and at the same time, from that place of being the largest church and a vibrant, vital church, to say, I want to be a part of a church that recognizes the complexity of Scripture, that doesn't hurt people, that understands that the driving, the primary character of a Christian is love, Jesus says. By this they will know that you're my disciples. But the language that we have in the book of discipline is hurtful to people. And consequently, I just feel like if I can't speak up and say, I think this really matters to God and we need to remove this language. I feel like maybe there's a voice there and a place for that. So I care about this denomination, and I have probably 10 more years left as an active full-time elder in the church, maybe a little more. And I'd like to do everything I can, both to help Church of the Resurrection reach as many people as possible who don't know Christ and know Christ, but I also want to do everything I can to help the United Methodist Church have a future with hope.